that's a quick update as to what's going on with the vet, in case anyone was curious. If you saw the shorts, you already know. Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a quick update video, because we are making progress, actually. Okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this. Actually, in my shorts I did. I don't know if you guys saw it, but basically, in the Corrado, we had a problem where in this side pocket here, which is behind like the door panel, or I guess you call it like a quarter trim, whatever you want to call it. Anywho, in this pocket here, the speaker goes up here, but in this pocket here, we had mouse crap and mouse whiz. But wait, it got worse. This entire freaking frame rail full of mouse poo and mouse pee, and it smelled horrible. So I bleached it, I washed it, I hosed it, I did everything I could think to do to get it out. No light, no dice. So you know what I did? I fogged the living crap out of this thing with a whole can of Lysol. And it honestly still smells pretty nice. So I guess here's what we'll do. We'll do the real test. We will go ahead and we will close this turd pile up. And we will check it out later. Shut. I hate this door. I need to adjust the striker a lot. Why won't you shut? Shut. Excellent. Okay, Corrado is on pause. Until I am sure that that mouse smell is gone, I'm not touching this thing because I'm sick of it. It smells. It makes me angry. I just don't want to deal with it. So, once we have that under control, we'll get back to the Corrado, put the carpets in, get it wired, and basically get it ready to put the engine in. So we are here with the Rabbit, and as you can see, we have started to pull the interior out. Smells like an old car. Love it, kind of. As you saw in the other video, the bay is all cleaned up. Obviously, we're going to be changing the fuel lines and stuff because they're old and brittle, but that's okay. I left them there for the marking purpose of knowing which is which is feed, which is return. You know, we have general work to do here. Get this all sorted out. Thank goodness this thing has air conditioning. It'll make this so much easier to reinstate. In theory, we'll find out. But anyways, we basically have the knee bar out. The engine's waiting, and now I need to finish getting this dashboard out and the steering wheel off, and more or less strip the inside here, because I think that's going to do the best as far as putting this harness in. Because what I would like to do is get the fuse box mounted in, get the engine harness roughly in place, and pretty well figure out where everything needs to go. So if I can shorten anything and pull like a foot of wiring out, because the car is shorter than a Mark III and it has to travel far less distance, I think that would be good, and it will help our fuse box sit comfortably. We'll get to that when we get to it, but we're getting closer to making some headway. As you can see, the fuse box is out, and all that remains is the interior wiring harness. So all we're going to use for this car essentially is going to be the pigtails for anything on the dash and the rear lighting pigtail, which will have fuel sender and rear lights in it. Otherwise, it's all going to be Mark III wiring. That is the best way to do it. If you're going to CE2 convert a car, you could lay in the whole harness. But if the lighting harness all works to the back, why remove it? Just connect it to the Mark III plug, and life is good. So soon we will be pulling out that harness, and we're going to go ahead and get cracking on that. But we have one other item. I love how these doors shut, that I haven't talked about, that I probably should have. I did some shorts on it, but I haven't done any like actual content. So let's move over to the workbench, and then we'll go over and look at the vet. So yeah, 3 projects in progress right now. Mouse crap Corrado, TDI Rabbit, and the vet. So currently on my messy workbench, we are working on, and yes, I am cheap, so I bought a blemished one because, well, that's how I roll. Still works the same. Anywho, we are working on ready, we're going to do some magic here and flip it over. Bam. BTR Trinity manifold. How cool is that? So that's going on the vet. Let's go over to the car and see what's happening. So over on the car, you can see that I've already removed, it's all gone. So what we have going on here, and I really should actually get working on this soon, and I'll probably do that this week, is with the new manifold, the map sensor would be up front. Now it's in the back, so I got to move that. I just got the brake booster hose situation figured out. I will have to, I'm waiting for a harness to come in to run down here to the ECU, so that'll be fun to deal with. And we're going to run flex fuel, which will be sweet. So we're going to clean this up real good because you can see it with the new manifold because it sits high. And going to work on unwrapping the harness from, okay, so this is our evap solenoid. This is our map sensor. I need both of these to have a little more flex, and this is our throttle body. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm a Euro guy, as you may notice from the other projects on the channel, and this electrical tape looks like ass. So it's very likely that I will rewrap this entire thing all the way back to you guys. How much better is that? So now, over here is where I'm going to rewrap it to, I think. Probably somewhere's over here where you can't see it, but what I have to do is basically peel back all of this stuff so that way I can get the map sensor plug right over here where it needs to be, and I don't want to use an extension harness for that. The 85 harness, E85 harness, that one's going to be, unfortunately, it's a single wire. It has to go all the way down here past the dry sump tank to go to pin 40 on the ECU, but that's not a big deal. Other than that, what we'll be doing is, you see the quick connects here? I really like these, or I'm going to reuse them. I'm not going to get rid of them. So PCV, PCV, dry sump tank, inlet hose. I have not decided what I'm going to do with this yet, because typically, I actually just had an idea. Typically that goes right into the manifold. All right, hang on a second. I'll be going over to the table. Let's go look at this. Bloop, bloop. Okay, so now that we're back at the table, this is where on a stock manifold this would normally go to pull out of the valley. But I don't think I'm going to do that, actually. I'm thinking, for the first time in my life possibly, I'm thinking I might actually take this barb fitting off of here, plug it with this plug over here, and then put the barb fitting over here for the evap, and stick my evap solenoid under here somewhere. Although I will have fuel crossover coming into here. It'll all make sense when I'm done. But anywho, that's a quick update as to what's going on with the Vet, in case anyone was curious. If you saw the shorts, you already know. If you didn't, now you know. Minor upgrades. We're going to try and get this thing well over 600 horsepower, all motor, on pump, and we'll see what it'll do on flex, because it does have raised compression on these Frankenstein heads, which look phenomenal. See, you can actually see the logo on them, because they're legit. So that's what we got going on. We got a busy winter here. I'm hoping this will be wrapped up in another month, and you know, whatever. If anybody needs any of the stock parts off of here, hit me up, leave a comment, whatever. Not going back on, and hopefully we'll get this done. No updates on the Q7. It seems to be working fine right now. Do a driving video later with the Stage 2 tune on it from Tunezilla, aka Malone, because it's awesome. But we'll deal with that later. In the interim, guys, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you watching. I'm going to turn off my light here. How do I turn this thing off? There we go. Anyways, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for all of you who have watched. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Alternatively, feel free to browse the channel and check out the Mark I Rabbit build I did. And we'll have more content on this Rabbit soon, as well as the Corrado, and hopefully the Vet. I really have to try to do better recording stuff, admittedly. I have a hard time with that because it's just me. My wife is here, but she's busy with her day job. But I don't have anyone to film for me, and I do my own editing, which you've probably noticed because it's not amazing. I'm not great at editing. I don't really enjoy it that much, but I'm getting through it because I have to until I can find a better solution. So, as always, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you're new here, like I said, please consider subscribing. If you feel like it, leave a like. Even if you want to complain, feel free to leave a comment. I read all of them because I don't get very many, so any are appreciated. And other than that, thanks, guys. So, until next time, build something, I guess. Or get yourself wrapped up into like 3 massive projects because, why not? Oh, hey, by the way, We got a lift now, guys. How friggin' convenient is that? And yes, it's a mess. I got to clean up, but we have a lift. This project will suck less because of this. All right. Stay tuned, guys. More updates to come. See ya.